Yo, brothers, this is JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. This series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United. We have a little talk about it, and it is 2 days away from the big one. Liverpool at home, Ellen Road, under the lights, 8 p.m. Does it get any bigger and better than this? No, my good friend, I do not think it does, because this is where legends are made. This is where I need to sort out my camera FOV white lighting. Wow, look at that. I look so much brighter within a matter of seconds. That's better. Woo, my shutter speed was well off, and I tell you someone else's speed who's going to be well off, and that is Virgil van Dijk. If he thinks he has any hope in hell of dealing with Somerville, Sinisostra, Nonto, Rodrigo Moreno, Rutter, he is in dreamland, my man, because we are going to need to respond. We're going to need to respond quick. We're going to need to respond hard, because at the end of the day, that game on the weekend against Palace was beyond embarrassing, utterly disgraceful. I'd go as far as to say the way we capitulated in that the last 10 minutes, or the last minute and the first 10 minutes of the second half, and then the rest of the game. Conceding 5, people walking, standing still, looking at other players, shirking responsibility. It was humiliating. It was disgraceful. And in many ways, it's the perfect game to bounce back to. You've got a big opposition, and Liverpool themselves haven't gone unbeaten in 6 games since Jurgen Klopp's taken over the squad. So that's a massive thing for them. Could we break another streak? They hadn't actually lost with fans in the stadium whilst Van Dijk was playing for them at Anfield until we beat him last time. They have never gone 6 games winless under Jurgen Klopp. Can we cause that to happen this time? Hopefully. One can only hope, one can pray. And like I was just saying, it is a massive opportunity for us. They're still pushing on for Champions League football. I don't think they're going to get it. They're quite far away. Leeds are still pushing on for survival. And if we do beat Liverpool, all of a sudden the morale lifts back. People forget about that Palace game. And Palace themselves are doing exactly what we should have done. Back-to-back wins. And now they are actually winning 1-0 as we speak. And are probably looking safe. And that could have been us right here, right now. If only we got the job done and not completely bottled it and thrown it away. In other news of things going on right now, would you believe it? Wolves are also winning right now, and Palace have just made it 2-0. Wolves have just made it 2-0, and Bournemouth have just made it 2-1 against Tottenham. Oh my God, I can't be arsed. This is the maddest, worst live preview I've ever done in my life, because there's other games going on at the same time. And guess what? Every single one of them is dumping us over, aside from the fact that Fulham are still beating Everton. Oh my God. I mean, Palace beating Southampton maybe isn't that bad, but Bournemouth beating Spurs and Wolves beating Brentford. Come on, man. It's just typical, man. Typical that all these other sides start picking up form now, start picking up results now. Oh, man. Please, Spurs, please, Brentford, do us a favour. But nonetheless, all we can control is our games against Liverpool, and it is on Monday, 8 o'clock. Luis Diaz is returning in that game. That's something that we've got to look out for defensively, because defensively we have not looked good at all. Voba is apparently back, ready to train with the squad. Whether he'll be back in time to start against Liverpool, I highly doubt that, if I'm honest. And I think Jesse Marsh, Jesus, I think Javi Gracia said as much, basically, as that, saying that I'm going to be honest with you, Chief. I don't think that I see him. I don't think he's going to be fit enough to start against Liverpool. Hopefully, he'll be fit enough to start the week after. But even then, I think that's a doubt for Voba. So we're going to have to probably persist with Cock and Strike. And you know what? I asked for it because I've been ranting and raving about this partnership of Cock and Strike since pre-season. And in the first game they played, it actually looked decent. It looked like I knew what I was talking about. But in that last game, that Palace game, wow, they looked like two people speaking a completely different language, mate. It looked like you had a German and a Dutchman. That's what it looked like. That is exactly what it looked like. A German that couldn't speak English, a Dutchman that couldn't speak English, and of course, they couldn't speak each other's languages either. So they were just sat there confused, trying to overlay messages. They were going over to Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling was kind of translating the message across to the other person. So there was quite a big transitional period between getting the message from one player to the other player. In that period of time, Elise, Eze, everyone was just running through us like a vindaloo on a hot summer's night. And it was not a good time to be alive. Now, against a side like Liverpool, when they have Konate and Van Dijk at the back, and I wonder why are you talking about their defenders? Well, because we are absolutely chalked at set pieces. We are absolutely useless at defending set pieces. So one thing I really fear is Van Dijk and Konate, especially from corners, from deep free kicks. We gave our first goal away from a stupidly needless free kick near the outside of the area right before half-time. If we don't give that away, it's probably a completely different game. And now we've got Konate, we've got Van Dijk, we've even got Cody Gakpo in there, who's an aerial threat himself. And of course, wouldn't it just be typical Leeds for Cody Gakpo to go and score against us, wouldn't it, man? It just beggars belief how quickly things have turned within 5 days now with all these other results and everything going against us. But c'est la vie. We have to hope, we have to pray, and we have to wait and hopefully see things go our way. But, man, it is not a good time to be a Leeds fan right now. It is not. This is stress. This is heart palpitations. This is a degradation of a relegation battle society. But, hey, I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. Do you guys have faith? Are you guys scared of Liverpool? Do you see this as an opportunity for the boys to take? An opportunity to right the wrong of yesterweek? An opportunity to build some form, build some forward momentum, get this thing going? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And of course, let me know what changes you would make. Obviously, controversial lineups going in from Javi Gracia, underusing Nonto since he's been here, arguably. Should he be getting more of a crack? Jack Harrison, what are your thoughts on him? Obviously, getting our player of the month, and I thought was actually decent at times, you know, in the Palace game, but really didn't live up to what he had been doing before then in the season. I thought Sinistera was pretty good, but again, couldn't get himself too involved, so I'd like to see what maybe a Nonto could do from the start. I'd like to see Rutter start and help spread them out. I know Bamford scored 300th game, 50th goal, but it isn't. I don't know. He didn't really affect the game. Am I seeing this wrong? But he didn't really affect the game aside from his goal. Like, Rodrigo would have done more. He just would. He would have created more goals. He would have scored more of them. He maybe would have converted more chances in there. He scored, so I can't knock that from him. But I just didn't think he was that involved, if I'm honest. You know, let me know what you guys think. But for me, I would drop him for Rutter personally. That's a big change I would make. Drop him for Rutter, go at him for pace, and bring Rodrigo on at half-time. And I would, I don't know if I can say drop Jack Harrison for Nonto, but, I wouldn't be mad if he did. Just because I want, not any indictment on Jack Harrison. I think it's been one of, if not our most improved player under Javi Gracia. I know that does not include Senior Firpo, because Senior Firpo has been world-class the entire time. But he has been one of them. And I think it's harsh to drop him, but I do really want to see Wilfried Nonto in action. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. And in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very soon. Oh, and of course, sorry, give me your scores on the doors. Mine is going to be 4-0 Leeds United. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.